Hey,
I miss you.
I miss you.
Hi, Noah Alexander. Can I sing a theme song at your face?
I would love nothing more.
Hey, I miss you, and I hope you're doing well. I miss you and hearing your music IRL. So I am thinking that you sing me a song or two while I just sit here in my bathroom saying, hey, I miss you. Dude, it's been a long time since I've seen you.
No, we've dropped all video and in-person connection. Now we just text and email, and I'm in face. So this is beautiful.
Yeah, it's good to see your face. Yeah, yeah. I'm in my big green bathroom in Shoreview, Minnesota, and you've been here.
I have.
Can I ask, where are you right at this moment?
Yes, I am in my barn in Now Then, Minnesota.
I love that. That's a barn?
It is.
Shut your face. It's a beautiful situation for a barn.
Well, it's I finished it so that when my wonderful wife kicks me out of the house, I have a place that I can go to that's only like 10 steps away.
Right?
I don't get too far. I think we both probably like that, so it works well.
That's like such a great marital strategy.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
need you to get out 10 steps and for like 15 minutes.
it works well. It's our perfect little harmony. So
Oh, I love it. Can you tell me how you are in this second when I click the Polaroid right now?
right now, I am wonderful. It's I think when this airs, we will be all fat and happy, and I love the lead up to being fat and happy because aside from playing music, probably my next favorite thing to do is to cook and host and bring family and great friends together. So Thanksgiving is always an incredibly happy and joyous time for me. So I'm in a great mood.
I love that. Yes, yesterday was Thanksgiving. Did you make the turkey?
I did. Yep. Turkey.
What, how did you make your turkey? What's
So
your turkey strategy?
wrapped it in bacon, which very gluttonous, but you only live once. And
Sure.
right, once is enough. And put on the smoker overnight, and it was delicious, absolutely delicious.
Yeah, we're smoking also, or we smoked it also, and it'll be our second year with the smoke, and it's been a turkey game changer. So yeah, I would say that after music, cooking is my favorite as well. So high fives
There's a
from through the universe.
ton of fun connectivity, I think, from playing music and cooking. It's both creative and you're making something, and I think a lot of people kind of forget that. Yeah, it's an expression and extension of the same process that I think us singers and songwriters go through when we grab a guitar. So
Yeah. Oh, yes, it's so true. Speaking of grabbing your guitar, will you sing us a song and tell us why you chose the song you're going to sing?
yeah, I would love to. The song I'm going to perform for you is a song called "Better Off Anyways." It'll be the next song that I end up recording and releasing here pretty soon under my own name as I take a little bit of break from the rowdy times with the boys and the Plott Hounds. And I'm excited to sing it. Like many things in art, there's a lot of hyperbole. But you can take some darker components of the human existence and hopefully paint a good story. And this is that's where this one comes from a little bit.
Yeah.
So here goes nothing. I've been sleeping too long. Can't figure out just what went wrong. If there's bottles on the floor, can't even find the bedroom door. I try to call out your name. It just echoes off the I found no shoes on the wall. Says you packed your bags and you took the kids. Please don't try to call. I got half a mile to chase you down. I've been my truck and drive clear across town. But I think I'll just stay. You'll be better off anyways. What a mess I have made. Turned the diamond in the charcoal and threw it away. And I thought that you and the kids would make me home. Should've known about now, little thing to save my soul. I got half a mile to chase you down. I've been my truck and drive clear across town. But I think I'll just stay. You'll be better off anyways.
Oh, so good, Noah. Is that did you write that recently or tell me?
Yeah, yeah. I probably wrote it a couple months ago. It kind of toyed a little bit with the idea. I think it's a song that probably comes from a little bit of truth. I think we all are worry and cognizant of who we are as people, and believe in the greater good. And sometimes you get that belief, and the greater good might just be not being around those people that you love and care about so much. A little bit of the darker side of that, but
Yeah.
both me and I'm blessed to have the love of an amazing family who puts up with all of the craziness that stirs through my veins, and allows me to explore that further in how I write and how I sing and how I play. So that's where that one comes.
Mm. I think that's something that you do really, really well. Yeah, in the songs that I've heard recently, especially just like bringing up uh, deep truths and sharing them in a way that I think people are grateful to have them expressed. So thank you. I'm going to tell everybody this is Hey, I Miss You. My name is Sarah Morris, and I have a tendency to create shows that involve me being in my bathroom with other people. And it used to be called Toilet Tunes, and someday it will be again. But while COVID started making it feel weird to be in a bathroom with with people, because it's a big bathroom, but not that big, um, I came up with this idea to connect with people virtually. I was really tired of live streaming only and just singing to my own face. And I
Right.
was like, I bet my friends also are tired of singing to their face. Maybe they'd be willing to sing to my face. So,
And here we are.
and here we are. Hey, I Miss You is born. I'm going to ask you to tell me something good. Tell me, tell me, tell me.
Tell you
In a
something
world full of good things. One.
full of good things. Well, first off, it's my mother-in-law's birthday, so happy birthday, Benita. One of the most amazing women who I'm so blessed and fortunate to have in my life. Um, And the other, probably the most amazing thing is that my wife and I are expecting a new baby that is a boy. So I somehow, in a world full of crazy, crazy little ladies, and somehow the Lord let us make a boy. So we have a boy coming in April, and that's the best news ever. Obviously ties a lot into the song that I was blessed to have you sing on. So I don't know. I don't think there's any better news than that, than the
Oh,
story, and I'm sticking to it.
that is beautiful news. Congrats. I
Thank you.
love that. Mm. Thank you for sharing that. So good. Okay, now we're going to go. In case you missed it, ooh. In case you missed it, this is Noah Alexander. Noah Alexander is also known as the lead singer of the Plott Hounds. Let me show you. I've got some Plott Hounds merch here. I also should have done a big reveal where I did this upside down.
Okay.
but I didn't do that until now. Um, it's so good to see you. Will you tell me a little bit about you?
Yes, I
And
would
not
love.
just me, everybody. Tell
Yeah,
everybody.
probably one of my least favorite things to do is to talk about myself. But
Yeah.
hi everybody, my name's Noah. Um, Grew up in the north side of Atlanta, Georgia, and somehow found my wonderful way up to Minnesota, where I've planted my roots in what I call the cold country, and I love it here.
Mm.
It's a great community, and a great place to put your feet down and build something, and I'm thrilled that I'm able to do it. Spent the better half of the past 8 years in a little rowdy outfit that maybe some of y'all know called the Plott Hounds, crisscrossing this country and touring over in England and Ireland and Scotland. And it was something I'll forever be thankful for and appreciative of, and all the people we got to meet and the stories we got to tell and memories we got to make. And, just recently I'm at a point where life on the road is a little harder and more challenging. And I think the best way I could ever sum it up is I'm at a spot now where I'd rather be singing bedtime stories than singing on a bar stool. And so that's what I'm going to be doing for the next little while until that itch starts to come back, and really just kind of focus on creating my own music, kind of at my own pace and recording. And I'm lucky to have talented friends like Sarah who share their talents with me and the music I make, and be home a lot more, which I'm excited to be doing. So
Yeah, that's really cool. Can I ask, did like spending more time at home kind of predicate that? Just like I found for myself that being home more made me be like, oh, I actually do want to be home more.
it was exactly that. So when COVID first came, reared its ugly little head, I think um, where we were at with the band, we had spent so much time and energy and blood, sweat, and tears to get to this point, and um, we were ready to go further and felt ready to go further, and felt like we were at that point where we had it within our grasp, if that can conceptually make sense. And COVID came and kind of pulled the rug underneath us like it did everybody else, and really took a lot of the wind, I think, out of the proverbial sails. Um,
Hmm.
for a band, our main way of making a living was touring and performing. It
Yeah.
wasn't recording or revenue streams. It was, we're going to go out there to the people, be with the people, meet the people, play for the people, and build this thing kind of from that groundswell level. And then when you take that opportunity away, it was hard for us to kind of figure out what are we left with. And we weren't sure. And then there's the other component where yeah, I was home and hadn't been home in 6 years. We used to play 200 to 220 shows a year, all across the U.S. And so I was gone a whole lot more than I was ever here. And you don't really know what you miss until you're back in that environment and you're able to see what you missed. And, being home from COVID, I really realized how much I really did miss when I was being gone. Um, and I just kind of came to a slow realization that being home now and being more present now is far more important than anything I could really do musically, being out on the road at this point in my life. And so that was a really powerful kind of shift in my perspective. Um, and in a way, I'm incredibly grateful and thankful that I was able to have that shift in perspective, and because I've never been home, and so I never knew if I liked being home,
Right.
and I never knew if my wife liked me being home.
Yes, that's for sure. It's all.
Too, and it turns out we do really enjoy both of us being home, and at the end of the day, there's nothing more that I love in the world than being a dad, and so that's what I'm doing these days.
I love it. I follow you on Instagram, and I wrote down babies, puppies, and chickens because I feel like your Instagram is solid. It's like it's showing the gratitude, and you do have chickens, right? I'm not dreaming that.
Oh, you are no, you're spot on. We got a whole. They are they are a whole nother story. We could talk an hour about chickens. As somebody who is probably annoyingly busy and annoyingly active, whether it's mentally or physically, all the time, I've never met an animal that I looked at. I was like, you are busier than I am, and chickens are busier than me. And so it's like this weird, like I'll go out there and have coffee with my chicken, relax because they're doing all this crazy work and they can't stop moving, and so it like puts me at peace almost. So they're like little chicken, little therapy with chicken, I guess is what you could say.
I love that so much. And do they produce eggs for you? Is that like a solid part of your breakfast?
Yeah, they produce a lot of eggs, and it's so fun to even with my girls to raise them to go out there and grab eggs every morning and kind of showing them the circle of life and where food comes from and taking care of animals and they'll take care of you and
Mm,
so there's a lot of good stories and they're just fun and funny. They're pretty much pets at this point. They all have names.
yeah.
I defend them ferociously from other wild animals on our property. It's this constant battle, and I'm not smarter than a fox. I've come to realize, but I think I am more stubborn. So I've kept the foxes away for a little while.
Stubbornness counts. Stubbornness counts a lot. I know that you're doing some songwriting and recording right now. Do you do a lot of that in the barn that you're sitting in right now, like this
Yeah,
room that we're looking at?
shop ideas and stuff, and have a lot of friends, and my barn is for a lot of folks who at least live in the northwestern side of the Twin Cities community, pretty much have free access. So there's always kind of something going on here, whether I'm even here or not. There's tons of musicians that will just show up and use this practice space or be doing something, and then we're able to kind of huddle up and get together and write and flesh out ideas, and so I still feel very much connected, even though I'm not really out there touring and performing. I don't think I'll ever let that connection die, no matter what happens to me professionally as being a musician. But it's fun. It's a fun place to check out a little bit and try to spark up the creative juices. So
I love that. I love that a lot. One of the songs that, like, speaking of spaces, recently you recorded and released a single, One More Balloon, and you did let me sing harmony on it, which I'm really grateful for. And, I recorded those in this room that I'm in.
amazing.
Big green bathroom studios. But that song was really, you asked me to sing. I didn't know what I was going to sing on. And then you sent it and I was like, oh, this is an important song. Like I was really moved. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think for me, what I care most about is um, performing music that's authentic to my experience in life. And selfishly, I write and record music um, for me to figure out how to process or deal. That's also a major shift to a degree from perhaps what we were doing with the band. Um, and yeah, my wife and I were expecting, and sadly, that pregnancy didn't come to fruition. It's something I think a lot of people don't talk enough about.
Yeah.
Frankly, that I didn't, prior to that experience that we had, was incredibly unaware of just how common that really is. And I still get a little worked up, kind of thinking about it. But
Yeah.
people shouldn't have to experience what is a sincere and real loss, and be silent about it, and not be able to discuss it. Because for me, and I'll speak for myself and my wife, it was a loss. We feel like we lost a child, and I know that that baby never saw the world outside of my wife's womb, but that was a real baby that we loved and had already loved so much, and we're so excited for. And um, when I first got the news of what had happened, I think that song just came out of me in about 10 minutes. And it
Oh,
was
wow.
trying to put any kind of context around how I was feeling, because nobody even says it's okay to feel upset about that, really, and so that was just, probably one of, the rarest moments of truth that I've had instantly, and felt compelled to tell. And frankly, when I wrote it and put it together, I, I didn't have much intention, of really releasing it. And I'd shared it with a couple people who are really near and dear and close to me, and they kind of encouraged me to try to put that out in the world, and with the intent of maybe it'll allow somebody to scream how they want to scream.
Yeah. I think it's incredibly generous of you, because you're right. I think pregnancy loss is something that people don't talk about very often, much less, sing about. And the I get the sense that you, similar to me, like, writing songs, it's so important to connect with other people, right? Like you want to give voice to something that maybe someone is having a hard time saying.
Absolutely.
And so specifically in something that's clearly, matters so much to you, but yeah, just incredibly generous of you to put that out into the world. And I'm really looking forward to hearing what other songs you have up your sleeves, their short sleeves today, which is ridiculous because I know how cold it is.
That's the weirdest thing about me is I'm being from Georgia and I love the cold. Can't do the heat. And so I'm walking outside barefoot and t-shirt and weird. I don't know what happened to me, but here I am.
I love that. We adopted our first puppy in Tennessee, and when we brought him home, he hated the heat too and loved the cold. And we're like, "You're so lucky that we rescued you because you would have been miserable down there."
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so what I wanted to do was to say that I've linked to, you gave me this beautiful link tree where they can find not just Noah Alexander everything, but also Plott Hounds everything. Because Damn the Wind is a beautiful album. Did this win Midwest Country Music Organization Album of the Year?
It did. We were very thankful for that.
Yeah, it did. And you guys were like band of the year. I mean, you guys are pretty much of the year. You were all the things. That's the last time I saw you in person, I'm certain.
It was. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So we want everyone to go check out all of that. So today's Black Friday. I'm asking you a trick question that I never ask anybody. Did you get up at dawn to go shopping? I know people are, it's different now, but what's your deals strategy? Do you have
No,
one?
I'm at zero. No, zero.
Yeah,
um, I wasn't even really cognizant that it was Black Friday. Sarah, we don't have internet in our house. I'm using my cell phone.
I
So,
love it.
yeah.
Good.
No, I mean, we're going to go Christmas shopping, but not in the mad rush to do it.
Yeah. I am with you. I am of that. But I just, it always surprises me. People who I don't expect are like, oh, I was up at 4 a.m. I was at Kohl's. And I was like, really? I didn't peg you for the
That
4 a.m. Kohl's. But
was gorgeous.
noted.
She probably camped out the night before. So shout out to Blake, my sister, who probably hasn't slept in 24 hours getting all the good deals.
Exactly. Exactly. Can you sing us another song, please?
I would love to. Since you brought up, Damn the Wind, I figure I would not be anywhere near where I'm at as a musician or singer songwriter without all the amazing folks I got to play with and be a part of my band, the Plott Hounds. So I think I've got to give a tribute to maybe that record and let's just do the title track, which is actually called
Sweet.
Damn the Wind. So here we go. A man with the devil's tongue wants to see you hang for a crime that you did not do. At dawn when the church bells ring, so we ride through the dark night. There's the devil on his trail. Both are blind, yeah, we have sight. Lord willing, we will not fail. Damn the winds, can you hear me howling at your name? Damn the winds, going faster than a midnight train. Sun breaks over the prairie, or final guns will rain. Then a last and person whose toes in nature's path, covering up their greatest sins from the hounds in our wrath. So we ride through the smoky fire, Stop your bitter taste. Save your soul from the black controls. Oh, we'll put them in your place. Damn the winds. Can you hear me howling at your name? Damn the winds. Going faster than a midnight train. Sun breaks over the prairie, horn firing guns will rain.
Ooh, Noah, that was so good. It was fun to get to hear you get your fancy guitar on.
It's been a little while. I haven't done much fancy guitar. It's like brain work with fingers. Figure it back out again.
Do it. Do it. Bluetooth connection work.
Yes.
um, so that is on Damn the Wind, which can be streamed multiple times. So I've linked to that, and we're all good there. This is the time of the show where I ask you to play it forward. Tell me something you're listening to that's getting you hot.
Oh my Lord. You did just throw something at me.
Yes.
To the D to the damn Dasher. Hannah Dasher. If
Oh.
if you like badass women and badass country music, Hannah Dasher. She just came out with, I think, her debut record and has a couple songs released before that. Um, just a freaking powerhouse and some of the coolest produced and real down to earth country music that I've heard, refreshingly so, in a very, very long time. So
Awesome.
check out Hannah Dasher. Start with a song called "The Tree," and yeah, just amazing, amazing music, and I'm really excited for her and her career. She also has her own little Instagram TV show called "Stand by Your Pan," where she does Southern cooking classes, and she's just a rock star. So
That sounds amazing. Is she Nashville based?
she's from Savannah, Georgia, but yeah, she's based in Nashville now.
Okay. You just revealed also, we're going to play it forward slowly, like your shirt, which is some amazing human beings. Let's
Amazing.
rep.
I rep so hard because they're the best.
They are the best. I need to have them on Hey, I Miss You. That was like one of my goals. And so they have to be 2022.
They would be
Jensen sisters, listen up. Coming for you. So here is the last task. I'm going to say action item, what do you want us to do? Woo! So tell us one thing that we can do after this episode is done to better connect ourselves with you, Noah Alexander, so we can like follow you and learn when your singles are coming out, or like, or what else? What do you want us to do? One thing.
You bet. Wherever you get your music, whether it's Spotify or Apple Music or YouTube, I think the greatest gift anybody could ever give a musician would be the time they spend listening to something they created. And so I'd love nothing more than if you find folks would take 3 minutes out of your day to listen to the latest release that I put out that Sarah Morris also graced with her amazing vocal abilities, called "One More Balloon," and send it to somebody that you think might need to hear it. And I sure as heck would appreciate that.
Excellent. I have linked to that below, so everyone can do it to make it really easy. Okay, I want to thank you so much, Noah Alexander, for being here with me. It's just been a real joy to get to connect with you and to see your face after so long.
And
for spending Black Friday with, we're both like so full of turkey, but it's like really great that we were still able to make it here.
Go buy local. Go support local businesses.
It's true. Just sit home today and digest. And then go shop at a time when everyone's not there and totally shop local. And I suggest CDs. They're great. They fit right in a stocking. And let's say someone doesn't have a CD player. That's cool. They're wonderful as a coaster. There's so many other things that they can do. So there's that. I need to thank my patrons, the beautiful people, Sarah subscribers. Noah, you're on this. You're somewhere on there. Everyone gets a heart, and they're people that make my making things up possible and sharing things with the world possible. And I'm just so grateful. And recently Sophia joined the party. And when Sophia joined the party, I had to paint new hearts. So that means I have blank hearts for new friends.
Love it.
Yes. And so I want to also thank the watchers. Thank you all for hanging out with Noah and I today. I'm going to be back. We've got 3 more episodes coming up in 2021. So just Fridays at noon, you get your lunch and you hang out here. And it's so good. That's what we got. Can I sing the theme song one more time?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, I miss you. And I hope you're doing well. I miss you. And hearing your music, IRL. So I am thinking that you sing me a song or two while I just sit here in my bathroom saying, hey, Noah, I miss you.